Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome back to my channel Network Suraksha. So today we will understand about the policies in the Cisco Secure FTD firewall. So we will start with the access control policy and the NAT policies. So why the NAT policy tab is separated from the access control? Because in Cisco FTD, the central NAT is applied like Palo Alto firewall. Similarly here, the NAT concept is different. So before proceeding, we will understanding the access control policies first. So I have a topology available for how the policy is created for incoming and outgoing traffic to and fro from the FTD firewall. So this is the simple topology. I have a LAN PC available inside of the FTD firewall, and an internet connection is directly connected with the outside interface of the FTD. So I will try to access the internet from this virtual PC via FTD. So let's start. What type of the policy I need to configure? So I need to configure two types of the policy. One access control policy, second NAT policies. Why NAT policy is required? Because my virtual PC, I mean LAN PC is available in the private network, and I will be accessing the internet from this private subnet. You all know private IP cannot travel in the internet world, so NAT is required. So when this LAN private IP will initiate the traffic, it will go to the firewall, and FTD firewall will look up the routes, will look up the policies for that traffic, then it will go out. So access control policy will allow that incoming to outgoing, I mean inside to inside, outside traffic via access control policy. But NAT policy will translate this source IP with outside IP that can travel in the internet world. Simple. So let's start again with the access control policy. So there are total four tabs in Cisco FTD firewall. One is a device, second object, third policies, and fourth monitoring. So under the policies tab, we will get multiple tabs of the policies section here, like SSL decryption, identity policies, security intelligence policies, NAT policies, access control policies, and intrusion policies. So how to create the access control policy? What are the parameters need to be configured inside the access control policy? So there is no policies configured yet. So I'm going to create a new policy. There is two options. If there is no policies available, then you can directly create an access rule from here by clicking here. If there are already list available for the access control policy, then there is an option available in the right side. You can see this plus icon. Simply click the add rule, and first of all it will ask the rule name. So I will give the rule name internet policy. Okay, and action, what action to be defined for this policy you are going to create. So I will allow, I mean I will keep the actions as allow. Then it will ask source and destinations. So in source and destinations there are multiple columns available. So first of all it will ask source zone. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These four columns are for source, and another four columns are for destinations. So first of all, it is asking source zone. Basically, it is completely zone-based firewall. So you can only create the policy based on the zones, security zones. Like FortiGate firewall, we cannot create the interface-based policies. So first of all, we need to create the zones like LAN zone, WAN zone, and assign the physical interfaces or virtual interfaces accordingly to those zones. So What will be my source zone? So I have created multiple zones. Let's see. Let's click on the plus icon inside the zone. So it will give you all the available zones, all the configured zones inside the FTD firewall. So what will be my source zone? So I have created an inside zone and called a physical LAN interface inside this zone. So inside zone will be my source zone. Just select and apply it. You can see the source inside zone is selected. And what will be the network? Network is what will be the source network. So it could be the single IP, it could be the IP range, it could be the entire network. So you can select any source network, or even it could be a geographic object. I mean, the you want to allow entire India location, so you don't even you don't know how many public IP is available inside the India, how many sources are available in India. Simple, you can create a geolocation based object basis on the country, and entire IPs available in that country will be available inside that geographic location. So what will be my source? As per topology, it will be 10.1.2.0. Let me see. Is there any entry available? 10.1.2.0. Sorry, 1.10.1.2.0. If no entry is available, you can create an object directly from here by clicking on the create new. No object found. So what I do? I create object, network based object I mean. So LAN, and what is the type of the source? I mean, what is the type of the network object? It will be the network based, not host, not FTD, not range. It will be the complete network based. So 10.1.2.0/24 will be my object. Again, I found by name LAN. You can see LAN object is visible here. I have selected. And what will be the source port? So in the networking, you know the destination ports are always fixed, but we cannot identify the I mean we cannot predict the source ports. So ports are assigned randomly, and again it is asking another, I mean fourth column. It is SGT group. It is nothing. This is the security group tagging basis of the identity. So we will understand later. And now comes on the destination part. So to proceed this traffic, what will be the outgoing zone? I mean the outgoing zone will be the outside interface, sorry, outside zone, and accordingly I have assigned the outgoing physical interface inside this outside zone. So outside zone, what will be the network? Any network. Even you can give from here 0.0.0.0. So there is no network available. So any Jokin OSU, what will be the port? You can assign or you can fix the ports here, but I keep any applications. You can directly import the applications as well as the applications profile here. Whatever you create under the objects. So there are lots of predefined application categories and applications as well available inside the FTD database. So you can create the application filter profiles. Similarly, you can create the URL based profiles if you required. So for this policy, I will create only the source and destination based policy. Nothing will be called. So we will understand this part. Intrusion policy for the IPS, file policy for the malwares. If any file is loaded with the malware, you can inspect that file or allow or block accordingly. Then the logging. Do you want to log the session? when the beginning and the end of the connection, or at end of the connection, or you don't want to log the connection. So I will say for testing purpose, I will log the connection at the beginning as well as at end time. So a part of this, you can see the diagram here. So what will be my source? What will be my destination? How the firewall will inspect or allow or block that traffic. Okay, so you can see as per this policy, what is my user any, what is network. So one network is allowed inside source. What is geolocation any, port any. Source zone is one zone, another zone at outside. So firewall will allow that traffic. If you want to block, then this in this picture, the action will be visible as a block. So I will save it. So what I do, let it save first. Now it has been saved. You can see the the entire information regarding the policy in a single row. Name is the internet policy, action is allowed, source zone is the inside zone, source network is LAN, port any, outside zone is outside zone, any network, okay, done. So this is the access control policy. So, but this policy will be applicable when you deploy, when you do the deployment. Until doing deployment, this policy will not be in effect. So I have started the deployment. Meanwhile, what I do, I access the virtual PC that will be working only for the CLI. So by default, so not by default, sorry. I have enabled the DSCP here for the LAN. I will give you another video for the DSCP, how to configure the DSCP in the FTD firewall. So I have configured the DSCP server as a 10.1.2.1, that is the gateway, and I receive, I get the IP, that is 10.1.2. So deployment is in progress. Once the deployment will be done, the message will be some different. Nothing is pending to deploy. So let it. So meanwhile, what I do, I continuously ping the IP. I mean 8.8.8. So I ask you, will I able to ping the 8.8.8 as I created the policy? Yes or no? I say no, because I'm accessing or I'm pinging this public IP from the private network, and I haven't configured any NAT policy yet, because without NAT, private IP cannot travel over the public network, and there is no NAT policy configured. So even you have configured the correct access control policy, but still you will not be able to ping or access any internet-based application, internet-based destination, internet-based services, because traffic is not getting translated. I mean, private IP is not getting translated with the public IP, right? So what I do, let me create the NAT rule also quickly. So what will be the NAT rule? Again, internet rule, and what will be the type of the rule? NAT rule. So it will be the dynamic auto NAT. I mean, so auto NAT. It is saying packet translation. What will be the original packet? What will be the original source interface? So I give the particular interface. So source interface will be my LAN interface, right? Inside interface. Inside interface. Original address. What will be the original address? It will be LAN, right? LAN subnet, any port, and what will be the translated source. So translated source, uh, the source will be translated with the destination IP. So it will be the interface, right? If you want to translate any IP with the interface IP, then you can select the interface. So translation must be done with the outside interface IP, and the translation address interface. And let me see what is the, okay, nothing is advanced related to us. So this is the pictorial diagram of the NAT. Okay, I forgot to assign the type also. The type will be dynamic. Okay, let it save, and I'll change the type also. It has been saved. Let me change the type. It will be the dynamic. Okay, saved. Let me deploy the changes also, so you can see the changes getting pushed toward the running database. So changes deployed successfully for the access control policy and the NAT policy as well. So let me see the ping status for the internet, I mean for the 8.8 from the virtual PC. Okay, so as the changes are applied successfully, the ping response started. Earlier, let me stop first. Earlier, it was not there and getting the RTO, but once the changes applied, I mean the access control policy and the NAT policy is successfully updated with the correct information, the ping response is available now. You can see. So this is how the multiple NAT policies can be created, multiple access control policy can be created, and the other videos, I mean, in the coming videos, we will understand the intrusion policies. What is the intrusion? What is the security intelligence? What is the identity? What is the SSL decryption? A part of this, we will learn lot of about the Cisco Secure FTD firewall. So this is done from my end for today. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.